Sabah al Khair students, my name is Arwa and my channel name is Arwa and Physics. This is not a new video, it is just a continuation of the previous video that we are dealing with various questions that asked in the competitive exams, so that it gives us quite a good grip. Since that video was quite long, so I just take this part also, and in this I already written one question for you, that is IIT, that question asked in IIT 2011, and the question is, E is the electronic charge they had given. What was may I read this question for you if you want me? So the question is, taking the E as electronic charge, epsilon 0 is the permittivity. Use dimensional analysis to determine the correct expression for omega p, and n is the number of density of free electrons. N is the number of density of free electrons. So they have given E is the electronic charge, epsilon 0 permittivity, and they want us to know the value of omega p in terms of these expressions, in terms of E, epsilon 0. It means omega, in this question they are saying omega depends on electronic charge, epsilon 0 and n, and these are our options. Okay, this is our 4 options. You can pause the video and try it out by yourself. Okay, let's do it together. Omega is frequency, angular frequency. Okay, omega is our frequency or angular frequency. Angular frequency will be T inverse. Its MLT form is T inverse, right? Dimensional form is dimensional, physical dimension, and if you put it write it in the form of dimensional formula, it is T inverse, right? So you want these E, epsilon 0, n in such a way that it will give you T inverse. That's it. They want this from us. One way is that we already doing all the questions, all A, B and C part. Write it down, check it out and do it. I'm doing this question in some other way. I'm taking the advantage of these options and try to solve it out. Okay, one method you already knew, this MLT form. We put A, B and C, we just directly we put a proportionality sign, that is L is directly proportional. You know, we do it like this. L is directly proportional to this, and then we remove the proportionality constant. One method is this, okay? But I'm doing it another way for you. If someone get it, it's fine. The method is, I use the options. And what options I am going to do? So let's do it. How I take the advantage of 4 options. First, I am doing for epsilon. In the question they have given epsilon 0. Epsilon 0 permittivity. E is the electronic charge and n is the number of density of free electrons. So what is epsilon? Students, in my previous video we derived epsilon 0 form, but again I am doing, if someone, especially someone is just looking this part only, so for that person, and if you already know, just skip it out. Okay, force is directly proportional to Q1 into Q2 and inversely proportional to R square. If you remove just speed, I'm taking a speed now. If you remove the proportionality constant, you will find 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 upon R square. You want this value, so replace it, and F can come here, F here, epsilon there, and E square Q1. They have given us electronic charge, remember, E upon R square. Fine? Is it fine for you? Very good. Okay. What is N? N is the number of free electrons, number density. They have what say? Number density of free electrons. So N is number of free electrons per unit volume. What is this is a dimension, because this is a number. Number is dimension less quantity. Correct? So number upon volume. Volume is L cube. correct? So dimensional form of n is L to the power minus 3. You skip this number because it is already a dimensionless quantity. Okay, you can yes, you if you are saying you can skip 4 pi, yes, you can skip it because it is a dimensionless quantity. It doesn't make a big difference. Okay. Okay, we find the expression for n, we find the expression for epsilon 0. Students, here is, look, in our question E is the electronic charge, means this omega also depends on E, but E is already repeating in epsilon 0 also. If you can see epsilon 0, we have E square. What I am trying to say, I just give you a clear vision of it. Epsilon 0, 1 upon 4 pi f into E square upon R square. I just rewrite this expression here because I want to find its MLT form. What is force? Force is equals to mass into acceleration. What is E? Is the charge. And now you will say put column over here. No, wait. It will cancel out later on. R is length. Length is L square. So what I'm left with, can I just leave this 4 pi because it is already a dimensionless quantity. It's just drinking my ink. Okay, L cube 1 2 3. Okay, fine. Epsilon 0. Now students, you have to look at the options. We have E square in numerator, correct? And what about epsilon? We want, and it is E square, remember, E square. Can you find such options which have E square and just cancels out? Look, here epsilon 0 is in numerator, but here is only E. We have E square, so this option is incorrect. This is also incorrect because it is again E. We have E square. Now these two must, any one is correct among these two. So which one is correct? Look, we have epsilon here in denominator. So E can comes out here and E to E cancels out. Here also will be the same thing. So these one of the options will be correct in between C and D. So let's check it out. Okay, I'm taking C. Okay, because ultimately I want T inverse. Because omega LHS must be equals to RHS. Why? Because omega, what omega depends on? Omega P depends on E, on epsilon and on N. It depends on 3 quantity, but omega P we know that it is T inverse. So by using these 3, we want T inverse at anyhow. Okay. So option C is, I'm just checking which one is correct between C and D. Okay, so don't take it otherwise why I'm taking C and not. Let's check it out. And E square M epsilon 0, correct? So we have N E square as it is. That's why I didn't take MLT form of this E, because it will be cancelled out later on. M, look at epsilon, look. E square, you put E square M L cube T minus 2, correct? Take it to the numerator. M E square into ml cube T minus 2. I'm correct? Fine. Students, many of you in my coaching class, many of this like 9th, 10th students and some 11th, 12th also get a confusion of this denominator problem, that why this number should be up, and sometimes if it is written like this, then they easily know that 4 goes up, it will be 4 inverse, right? But this expression, when this numerator doesn't have its denominator, so they quite get confused with this terminology. I just want to clear it out with you for those students who doesn't know how to take the inverse of this. Okay, so how will you take? I just give you very simple example. For example, if you have 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4, how will you do this? How will you solve this part? look, this is numerator and this is denominator, and it has a line. This line is called divide line. Correct? This is called divide line. And in maths we have a rule: if you change divide to multiply, then this number get reverse itself. Okay, so we have this. Suppose you have 2 upon 2 divided by 4 upon 3. Now some of thinking, since it is 1 upon 2, you have perfect numerator, fractional numerator and fractional denominator also in the form of PQ. But in this only we have denominator 4 upon 3. So which number goes up? So in this same rule applied. 2, and this is your divide sign. This is your divide. Divided by 4 by 3. Again, what is maths rule? If you change divide to multiply, then it will give you 3 by 4. This number, reverse this number. The number after divide, reverse it. Okay, fine. So here we have n e square. In this question we have n e square m e square upon m l cube t minus 2, m l cube t minus 2. Right, we have this expression. How to take it in numerator? It will be again same rule, same maths rule. Okay, n e square. Look, we have n e square upon m. This is our divide sign. Okay, n e square upon n e square divided by m e square upon m l cube t minus 2. This is divide sign, and e square, this divide to multiply, then it will, can I write it here? Divided by n e square, multiply, divide changes to multiply, and this number, whatever the number after divide, will be reverse. M l cube t minus 2 divided by m e square. Okay, since it is in multiplication. Okay, fine. Sorry if I taken your extra time for this stupid things, but I came across in my daily routine, I came across many of the students who just got stuck in these small parts. So it's not their mistake. Maybe every time we have some things which is so stupid, but once it's clear, it will clear for all life. Okay. Okay, fine. Now E2 cancels out. Correct? What we are left with? We are left with now equals to n m l cube, and this doesn't look like n for nose, n m l cube t minus 2 and n l cube t minus 2 divided by m, n m l cube t minus 2. Now what is n? N is L to the power minus 3. Remember, n is L to the power minus 3. M L cube t minus 2 to the, this is m is the mass. Okay, can I write in MLT form? That is capital M to m cancels out, L cube cancel out. You are left with t minus 2, and if you take it out, it will be minus 1. If you remove this square root, you will get minus 1. So here we had omega p, which has dimension of T inverse. So T inverse is equals to T inverse. So of course you don't have to check option D. C is correct. C is correct. Let's take one more question. Question number 2. This question was asked in JEE Main 2013. It says if epsilon 0 gives you vacuum permittivity. We discussed so much epsilon 0 that I just remembers its MLT form now. epsilon 0. If m is the mass, L is the length, T is the time, and A is the electric current. They say if M is for mass, L is for length, T is for time, and capital A is for electric current. Electric current. So they want to know which options is correct. Which option is correct? The options are epsilon 0 is equals to m minus 1 L cube T square A. This is option A. Option B is epsilon 0. Can it equals to m minus 1 L minus 3 T to the power 4 and A to the power is, it is T to the power 4, okay? M minus 1 L minus 3 and T to the power. And then option is M L T minus 2 A minus 2, or next option is, last option is M L square T minus 1 A. Epsilon 0 A B C and D. Which option is correct? We want epsilon 0 in terms of this. It's so simple now, yes, because we have dealt with so many times. We dealt with this epsilon. So it's quite easy now. Just do it very fast. Force is directly proportional to Q1 into Q2 upon R square. Find force. If you remove the proportionality sign, you will get 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 upon R square. Here they have given charge, electric charge, correct? Electric current. Q in the form of A is the electric current. Okay, fine. Electric current. Look, they have given A as electric current, not charge. A is the electric current. So what is current? Current is charge per unit time, correct? So I into T gives you charge. We have formula. I into T equals to charge. I is electric current, and they had given in the question it denotes by A. Of course it denotes by A. It is our physical quantity, right? Current is among 7 fundamental quantity we discussed in our introduction. It is that I will ampere, okay? A. And T, of course T's MLT form is this only, that is AT. It will give you Q charge. Any problem? Okay, fine. Now you have to put here for epsilon, you need to find the value of epsilon, replace it by F here, epsilon go there, charge into charge, whether it is Q1 Q2 charge dimensional unit will be same. Dimensional unit is AT for Q1 also and for Q2 also. It doesn't make difference that it is Q1 Q2. Physical basic quantity, basic dimensional formula will be same, okay? R square is equals to, will be in terms of length, which is L square. Fine. Again, this is drinking my whole ink. 4 pi dimensionless quantity. Don't take tension of it. Force is mass into acceleration into L square, A square, T square, M L cube, L square and 1 cube, T to the power minus 2 cancels out. Oh, sorry, it will not cancel. Sorry. Is equals to A square, T square, M L cube, T minus 2. I just rewrite it again. So A square m to the power minus 1 when m goes to numerator, T to the power when it goes to numerator it will be minus 4 and it will be minus it's look quite messy because we have a term MLT first, right? So arrange it properly. M L minus 3 T minus 4 and A square. M minus 1 L to the power minus 3 T to the power minus 4. It is not minus 4, it is plus 4, okay? Because minus 2 when it goes up it will be plus 4. Sorry. M minus 1 L minus 3 M minus 1 L minus 3 to the power 4 and A square. Okay, M minus 1 L minus 3. Do we have such a type of options? M minus 1 m minus 1, l minus 3, t to the power 4 and a square. So option B is correct. Okay, fine. Let's do it quickly. Question number 3, and question number 3 again asked in JEE Advanced 2018. JEE Advanced 2018, and it says if E and B, what is E is the electric field and B is the magnetic field, and they will say in the question, if E and B stands for dimension of electric and magnetic field respectively, the relationship between E and B, we have to find the relationship between E and B. That is again very useful formula. Relationship between E and B. They are asking to us whether it is option A is E, which is equals to E B L and T. This is T, okay? T for tiger. Yes, in this we have T for time. Okay, option B is whether E is equals to B L T minus 1. Option C is E is equals to B L minus 1 into T, or whether it is L minus 1 and T minus 1. Whether it is L minus 1 or T minus 1. Which options are correct among A, B, C, D? E, A, B, L, T, B, L, T minus 1, and this. We have to find relationship between E and B. Any guesses? Quickly solve it. If you have, since you are giving a JEE Advanced exam, so you must have learned a very nice relationship in class 12, and that says E is equals to B upon C. Very nice relationship. So try to do it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's start. E is equals to B upon C. Wait. E is equals to not, sorry. E is equals to B upon C, not, sorry. E is equals to B into C, or many of you have noticed E upon C is equals to B. This relationship. I'm sorry. Okay, E upon C is equals to B. This is the correct relationship. That if you want to know the value of magnetic field, you just divide electric field with this. C is the speed of light. C is equals to speed of light, which is equals to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That's why value of magnetic field is so less. That's why every time electric field is more dominating, because when you divide E by C, then you get a B. B is very small then. Let's not get into that topic. Do it fast. We have value of E, we have C, we want B, we have E. Since they already given in the question that E and B are dimensions of electric and magnetic field, so we don't have to touch E and B anymore now. We just have to find L. C is the speed of light, correct, and E upon C, that is velocity of light, that is velocity is LT minus 1. So E, L minus 1, and T. Achha, okay, 1 minute, huh? E is equals to, if you multiply over here, because in all options they had given one thing, in all options they have given E over E is here and B into C here. Okay, so that's why I'm just B LT minus 1 into B. So of course we get it. Now we don't want LT minus 1. So which option is correct? LT minus 1. That is option LT minus 1. Option is LT minus 1, LT minus 1. EB. Option B is correct. Fine. Okay. Let's take one more question. Last question. Okay, question number 4, I think. And again, this is JEE Advanced 2018 question, and it says if epsilon 0 and mu 0 represents dimensions of permittivity and permeability of free space. If epsilon 0, look, they have already given this as a dimension, so don't just expand it in terms of MLT form. They have said if epsilon 0 and mu 0, this represents permittivity, and this represents permeability. This represents permeability in free space. So what is the relationship between epsilon 0 and mu 0? And we have to find the relationship between two, and your options are, here comes your option, mu 0 is equals to epsilon 0 L2 T minus 2 fine. B option is mu 0 is equals to epsilon 0 L minus 2 T to the power 2, and C mu 0 is equals to epsilon 0 minus 1 L2 T minus 2, and D option is mu 0 is equals to epsilon 0 to the power minus 1 L minus 2 and T to the power square. Okay, which options are correct? You have to find it. Just take a pause, quite look it. Very easy question. So hope you already did this and you have tried your well. Now it's my turn. As you know, the relationship between permittivity and permeability, and it says 1 upon mu 0 upon epsilon 0. C is the speed of light. Okay, C is equals to speed of light, which is equals to 1 upon mu 0 into epsilon 0. Very nice. Square it out, so you will get C square 1 upon mu 0 epsilon 0. Why I'm squaring? Because there is not a root over here, so we have mu 0 over here. Just take it on exchange with C square epsilon 0 fine. Mu 0 as a dimension, C is LT minus 1 to the power square and epsilon 0. Mu 0 is equals to 1 upon L square T minus 2 epsilon 0. Or if you just put all the things in the numerator, you will get epsilon minus 1 L minus 2 and T plus 2. Epsilon minus 1 L minus 2 and T plus 2. Epsilon minus 1 L minus 2, epsilon minus 1 L minus 2 and T plus 2. So option D is correct. So students, this is our questions. These all our questions, and hope you enjoyed it. You liked the videos. My part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, and I think this is part 7, in which we discuss competitive exams questions. Hope you, if you have any queries, so please do comment. And thank you for watching. Khuda Hafiz.